Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun. Arnold, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Number 37. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down. Arnold
and hitting Juju on the slant. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Arnold. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Arnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Makes the score Steelers 3, Rams nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
No gain on the play. And it's
so third and long, here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. The ball calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Arnold. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Arnold. Ebron caught left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Arnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here.
Brings up third down and the 11.
From the gun. Arnold. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Arnold. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on third down, Arnold. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
By the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Rams 0.
From the 30 on second down, Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
Gardner Minshew sacked. A loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Welch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Off the play fake, Arnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Arnold. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the run, this is Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Arnold. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
His kick is no good.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Minshew's back.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Arnold, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
7-yard line.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Off play action. Arnold.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Arnold. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Arnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Steelers.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Arnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Rams.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Sanders set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Rams.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Los Angeles.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew going right side here, and that's complete.
Minshew's pass.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Minshew sets to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
37.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Arnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Cam Akers.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Arnold steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Arnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Going right back to Akers.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He'll fire deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Rams.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. It'll be Minshew again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. They will find Davis. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Minshew's back.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Arnold. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Over the middle, complete. It's Welch. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding position.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
This is unbelievable.
That's David DeCastro, the former Stanford Cardinal, with a penalty.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
To throw on second down, Arnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Arnold. Now he'll escape to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dances by him. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Killing ourselves.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Solomon Thomas. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.